and gentlemen, the time has come. This is The Walking Dead Season 2 review / recap. In my previous video, that was posted just a mere 5 days ago. That was a Season 1 review / recap 5 days ago, and this is the Season 2 review. Season 2 review / recap. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're going to enjoy the video. If you do, make sure to chuck a subscription if you have not already, and like the video and turn on post notifications so you, yes you, get updated when a new video drops on the channel. I hope you do go to enjoy the video. And before we get into all the gore and kills, look at this. I got this series, The Darkest Minds. It has 4 books. It was a gift for Hanukkah. Pretty cool. Early gift. And then I got another gift. Another book, Lord of the Flies. So, yeah. Hope you guys are going to enjoy the video. On that note, let's begin. Dun, 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 dun. The Walking Dead Season 2 review / recap. I don't know why I did that weird intro, but Season 2 was amazing. I would go to say it could be better than Season 1. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, so Season 2 was great, and there were some sad things, some also pretty cool things. Now, I know I skipped a decent amount of things in Season 1, but not as many as I'm going to skip in Season 2 because I have a good memory, but there are so many things in Season 2. Season 1 had 6 episodes. Season 2 has double that plus 1. Do the quick math, that's 13, right? And I believe Season 1 has 6, Season 2 has 13, and then 4 through 10 have 16. So, yeah, I'll be doing a review / recap for each and every season to come. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let's get started. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, this season starts with everyone leaving the CDC, because that's where it picked up. The CDC explodes. Jackie's dead, so that's not a Poggy's moment. And that's where we leave off. And then everyone's driving, hoping to get back. And then they get stranded on a highway, which is not good. They get stranded because, there's cars. People are trying to get out of here. Those cars, there's like so many cars stuck on the highway. No way out. And they're stuck. Then a bunch of walkers come, like brains, except they don't talk. And they're not the stereotypical walkers, zombies that are like, brains, So, yeah. And I checked. I have like 10 views on my Season 1 review / recap. I have 1 like, but I have 1 dislike. I don't know why it got disliked. I think it was pretty good, but it's all right. Your opinion. Anyway, moving on. And they get stuck. There's all these walkers. Then they have to hide under the cars, which they do successfully. But then T-Dog takes his arm and shreds it and rips his arm like this on a car. And that's not good. He survives, but it ain't good. Then we carry on. And what happens is, what they're going to do is they're trying to go into the woods, because there's woods right where they are on the highway, and they're trying to, scout out, maybe, try find some things. And by this, they're trying to find a place to do stuff, like get gas, maybe you go somewhere else, which, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, they find somewhere, and they have to do that, right? So then they're going into the woods and everything, and I'm not sure the order of events of how this happened, so I could be wrong. Correct me, or you can't correct me. Comments are off, but it's fine. So Sophia gets lost somehow. I think while they're looking for a place. I don't know. Sophia gets lost because Rick and Sophia are in the woods together, right? And they're all there. And the problem with that, you may ask, is that there's 2 walkers. Sophia needs to hide. Rick says, "Stay here, don't move." And if you're smart, if you have an IQ of 1, you'll probably guess she doesn't stay. No, she leaves, of course, dumb. But think about this. If we live in a zombie apocalypse, would we survive? I'm not going to, say bad things about Sophia. Some of the characters I hate. Carl I thought was a good guy, which he is, but he's kind of Andrea is just annoying. But, they're in a zombie apocalypse, and there's, probably, less than 1,000 humans left in the world? Hundreds? Definitely not thousands and thousands, but hundreds of humans left? Less? It's crazy. But moving on, and then Sophia gets lost. And she's lost for like episodes, and I think she's lost for like what 10 episodes. It's disgusting, and she's lost, which isn't good, of course. And she has to like, so then there's a big hunt for her, which isn't good, because then it's like holding up the whole thing. This plot was a little slow. It was kind of like, we're trying to find Sophia for 45 minutes, because each episode's about 45 minutes. We're trying to find Sophia for another episode. See, it starts to get really annoying, like me. It was a joke. And so, yeah, it's kind of like holds the plot back. But I'm not, it could be worse, it could be better. It's kind of like season 1, like good-wise, but I don't know. And so, basically, yeah, she's lost, but then they find a farm. And I probably left out 10 details by now. Sorry. And they find a farm where they find all these great people. There's Herschel, because, I forgot something. Oh, yes. No, okay, yes. Rick, Shane, and Carl. They're going on a search for Sophia. And when they do, it doesn't end well. And you want to know why it doesn't end well? Carl takes the L. Yeah, he takes the L because he's looking at a deer. The deer's looking at him. He's like, deer, buddy, how are you? And then, he gets shot. So that's a thing. Tap. And yeah, he gets shot because, there's a hunter. And then they have to take him back to the farm, which they find a farm with Herschel and all these people, because they're running through the woods, and they find this farm with Herschel, Maggie, Patricia, whatever all of their crazy names are. Herschel, Hershey Bar Essential, 1846, or whatever the date is, like 1849, I don't know. And then, when they get there, Herschel fixes Carl up. Well, it takes a while, because then Shane and Otis is the guy who shot Carl by accident, trying to shoot a deer, and it went through. Now, if there was no deer there, and Otis was just shooting, because why not? Like, shooting out like the air, like, I like the Akatji air, and then he would have killed Carl probably, because it slowed down the bullet hitting the deer. So they all go back, and then since Otis thinks it's his responsibility, him and Shane go out of the town to, hopefully get Carl all better. And when they do this, they go out, they go to this, place, this, in-town place. They try to get things Carl needs, all these things to stitch him up, because he's been shot, and there's six, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of, bullets stuck in them, which is, of course, not a good situation. So then what they have to do is they have to go there. They get all their stuff. Shane, practically breaks his leg. He's limping. He's like... And this is where it doesn't go well. Otis, I have one round left. How about you? Same. Sorry. And that Shane says, sorry. And then Otis and then Shane kills Otis. Well, no, Shane shoots Otis. He's alive. The walkers get Otis, and he's like, and then he gets teared to shreds. It's not a positive situation at all. So then he goes back, and since Otis scratched him, he shaves his head for no apparent reason. I mean, it's probably because they don't want to, the group doesn't want to ask him questions about it, or it's because it's bad memories of him pretty much committing murder. So he shaves his head, bam! I'm pretty sure that's around the episode, 4 or 5, maybe 6 mark. I think we're halfway through. So at the rate we're going, this is going to be a 20-minute video. 15, 20. So, sorry. And, oh my gosh, I just landed on my foot bad. That hurt a lot. Anyway, so then what happens is, they get back, and they fix Carl all up. That's great. And then Lori realizes she's pregnant. Yup. Lori's pregnant. That's not good, especially during a zombie apocalypse. She tells Glenn, and Glenn then has to go out to town because she needs to find, things. I think she's, trying to get abortion pills because maybe Lori doesn't want to have the baby, which is some sad stuff. Anyone notice that, sick helicopter? Kind of poggies. And look at that. That's me. That's funny. Anyway, so, basically, what happens then is, they get back. Maggie's by him, and so Glenn's trying to pick out something to find. He picks up condoms, because why not? Because he doesn't know what he's doing, because he's trying to find bird things. And then he's like, and Laura's, and then Maggie's like, "You want to have sex with me?" And then he's like, no, this, I, me, poopy, and then like, and then Maggie's like, "I'll have sex with you," and then it's off screen, but they have sex. So it's implied. They have sex. They have a relationship. Poggy's moment. Well, not really. Again, I mean, really, if they're in the zombie apocalypse, good for them. Have you ever noticed they never say the word zombie? Walkers, freaks, poopy butts, they never have said the word zombie, and I don't think they ever will. And basically, they're on their merry way, blah, 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 blah. Daryl goes out to try to find, Sophia, gets, like, badly injured, really badly, has hallucinations of Merle, that kid from, like, season 1 who got tied up to up on Atlanta, the roof, and all of that he is like, do a little brother, because Daryl, Merle, they're brothers, Daryl's the little brother. He eventually gets back, and then everything goes crazy. Let me tell you. Moving on, basically what happens then, I'm forgetting, I have a bad memory, don't I? What happens then? Oh yeah, Laura gets in a car crash for some unapparent reason. She's like driving somewhere, I think, to get like things for her birth or her pregnancy, and then she like, crashes, almost gets killed, but she apparently gets up and is fine. So I guess Poggy's moment. I don't know. Oh, I got a new case, by the way. This is my old case, but I got a new case. I mean, I can't show you because I'm filming with my case, but yeah. Anyway, so she does that, And then what happens, it's pretty crazy, kind of. I think I know I'm leaving out a lot of things here, but sorry. Hang in there, guys. They somehow, by they, I mean Herschel, they're like, they find out that there's all these walkers in like the barn at the farm, and then it rhymes, and then they're like, because Herschel thinks that they're not dead, that they're just sick. And, they're like killing people, so they're of course not sick. So then they all kill them. It's Shane's idea. They kill all of them. Herschel's like, I'm mad. I'm grouchy. I'm wise. I want you out of my farm tomorrow, or something like that. And then that happens. But then Herschel goes and disappears for an unapparent reason. It's apparent because he's mad. And then he goes to this bar, drink some whiskey, glug glug, and Glenn and Rick go there. And once they go there, they find him, and they convince them, and they convince Herschel to let him stay at the farm, which they succeed in. And then these two people come in. They're apparently a part of this, like, 30-person group. And they're like, take us in, or you're not going to take us in. We're going to kill you, at least one of the guys says. And then Rick just goes, kills both of them, which is, of course, not, who is it? I'm doing a video.
Dinner. Hurry, wrap it up.
Okay, there's my mom. Dinner's ready. Sorry, guys. So then basically what happens is, they all go back. They have to kill those two guys. And then they're, like, trying to get back. There's one guy left. He falls. All of the people there trying to kill them. Because, yeah, the two guys come in, and then they don't come back for some reason. So then the whole group of, like, the 28 people come. 27 of them disappear because one guy's like stuck on a roof for some reason. He falls, his leg gets jammed like on like a, like one of those like fences that's really sharp. And then they're trying to do a procedure. Herschel is. All these walkers are coming in. Rick just yeets his leg off. It doesn't come off, but he like has to pull it up. They get him back, and bam, I think that's around episode like 9 or 10 or 8, something like that. And then it's pretty bonkers alert, because they get there, they're all deciding what to do with the guy. He could be dangerous, he could not, you never know. It's crazy. And moving on to episode 11, I think we're around there. They're all beating him up, investigating him, blah, 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 blah. And so, yeah, that basically happens. And then what they gotta do is well, Carl goes investigating the woods with a gun that he finds in, like, around Daryl's motorcycle. Goes in, finds a walker. It's like throwing rocks at it, like. The walker gets him. Like, doesn't bite him or anything, but he's like, and then gets away because the walker's like stuck in mud or something. And this is weird. This isn't end good. They're gonna execute the guy. The Randall, the guy who they took hostage and are torturing because he's not a part of the group. They're about to do it. Rick has the gun. He wusses out, which I understand. It's a human being. And then Dale doesn't want anything to do with it. He thinks it's inhumane. He walks away. He hears something in front of him. He's like, with the gun. Turns around and there's the walker. Pushes him down. Dale's trying to hold the walker back and the walker that Carl saw earlier rips open his stomach. Everyone comes. It's crazy. Rick's gonna kill him because they know they have to, or he's gonna die a painful death and turn into a walker. And Daryl, what was the line? Shoot, like, sorry, bud, or bye-bye, or like, sorry. Bam! Moving on to the last 2 episodes. I know I've skipped so much. I'm so sorry, guys. This is when it gets pretty crazy. Randall is just vibing, and then Shane has to, like, and then Shane lets Randall loose. They're going to the woods, right? So Shane breaks his neck, and then he, like, bams himself against, like, a tree, so it looks like he did something to him and ran away with his gun. They go back. By they, I mean Glenn, Shane, Rick, and somebody else. I think it was T-Dog, and what happens then is it's Daryl, yes. Daryl and Glenn and Rick and Shane. Rick and Shane go. They're in a field. Shane points a gun at him, says mean stuff about Carl and Lori, and then guess what? Buddy boy Rick kills Shane. There's 2 big deaths this season. There's been other deaths, but big deaths, Shane and almighty Dale. I love Dale. He can be wise, a little rude even, but he was like, my man Dale. Rips in the chat. And I love Dale. I personally did. And it's really sad because, Shane's dead. Come back as it's not sad. Shane's a horrible person. Carl's coming, points a gun at his dad, but it's really at Shane because he gets up as a walker. Carl, boom, kills my man's Shane. And they're walking back to the farm. And as they're walking back, you can see a horde of hundreds and hundreds of walkers coming towards them. Ladies and gentlemen, that was 12 episodes in 18 minutes and about 15 seconds. But I know I missed probably billions of things. Sorry, guys. Season 2, episode 13, done. Finale. Everything's crazy. Apparently, Randall's dead. The walkers invade. The barn's on fire. Everyone survives except, like, Patricia, one of, like, Herschel's daughters. Boom, get killed by a walker. It's all crazy. Everything's on fire. Herschel's killing 20 billion walkers. Then everyone leaves except Andrew, who's just running because no one picks her up, which is kind of sad, but it's hilarious. I just love Andrew going like, no, guys, pick me up. No. Well, I guess I'm left here. Might as well just, it's weird. And then what happens is Andrew's like running. They all reunite at the highway. And then they travel to their cars. They don't break down, but I think they're out of fuel. They don't have fuel at the moment. It's dark. They'll do it in the morning. They set up camp somewhere. Andrea is like in the woods by herself. I think she somehow finds her way back to them, or not yet, quite yet. She's like somewhere. She's somewhat safe from the walkers. A walker's about to get her. She has no ammo left, and pew, some hooded figure slices off the walker's head. We don't know who it is. It's in a black hood with everything black. You can't see the face. 2 walkers are chained up, like in chains around their neck, and Sheer Eve is holding them, and pretty crazy stuff. Andrew's by herself with this unknown person, 2 walkers, And the group besides Andrea, are all together, stranded. Again. Not a Poggy's moment. I don't think they're stranded, but I think they're just stopped for the night. So, ladies and gentlemen, there it is, 20 minutes. Wow, I estimated it correctly. That is the Walking Dead Season 2 review / Hecka recap. Boo, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you get updated when a new video drops on the channel. So, I know I would say I probably missed about, in reality, 10 to like 25 things. So I'm so sorry if I did. But that, in a nutshell, is what I could think off the top of my head. If you want to enjoy, like, sub, turn on post notifications so you get updated when a new video drops on the channel. And that is Season 2 review / recap. It's been 5 days since I did the Season 1 the Season 1 review / recap. And yeah, that's that, guys. The Season 3 one should be coming sometime soon in December, I hope. And yeah. So, do you guys like my diary? I have a Wikipedia set up. I got book. All of them there. And then I got the 2 movie diaries, which are these 2. Then that right there is the second Raleigh Jefferson book. And the first one I'm going to start reading later. Yep, there it is. The Walking Dead Season 2 review / recap. I know I missed a lot of things. Sorry for everything I missed. Like, sub, notifications. Thanks for watching. Dun 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 boom boom dun 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 dun. The Walking Dead Season 2 review / recap. Ow! I'm a walker. Dun 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 dun.